Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is me again, Oguchi Martins Egbuja, talking about emulating good practice. We've been talking about emulating good practice on Facebook. What does that mean to Nigerians and indeed to other Africans? Last week we talked about it and we said emulating good practice is understanding how to do the right thing, doing the right thing, whatever it is that you are doing, do the right thing, follow the rules and regulations, do not cut corners, do what you're supposed to do. Everything anyone is doing, there are laid down rules. Whatever you're doing, you have your duties, you have your responsibilities, you have the rules guiding it. Whatever is your duty, try to do it effectively and efficiently. Put 100% effort in it. Do the best you can. That does not mean that you know everything. At least you are above the basic. You are employed to do a job. That is because you've got the basic knowledge. Then it is the responsibility of your management to make sure that you are given all the necessary training to ensure that you do your best. You achieve the aim of that job that is given to you. So we are talking about doing the right thing. It does not matter what you are doing. It does not matter the level that you are doing it. What matters is you have to do the right thing. If you are one of those in Nigeria, if you are employed to drive the car, do it properly. The road safety has all the rules and regulations. Try to maintain those rules and regulations. If you maintain all the rules and regulations, the road safety and the police have no reason to stop you. Even if they do, all that are needed are there for them to see. And you obey the rules, drive normally, maintain the speed limit, carry the number of recommended passengers in your car. Don't overload your car, because overloading your car will damage it quicker. I know that the roads in Nigeria are very bad, but you contribute to damaging your car by overloading it. Is your license up to date? Have you got the correct insurance? I'm talking about if you were to be a taxi driver. What if you were to be a keke driver? It's meant for you to take 3 or 2 people at the back and the driver in front. But that is not what happens in Nigeria. You have 3 at the back and 1 sitting with the driver. Those who made that keke, they are not stupid. The frontage is made for the driver so that you can maneuver. But no, you have somebody sitting next to the driver, obstructing the driver. That is why we see numerous accidents here and there. A lot of people have died, a lot of people have been maimed, a lot of people have lost limbs. No one cares. What is doing the right thing. You need to know what doing the right thing is. And doing the right thing is whatever your profession is, there are things stipulated that you must do, you must know, you must understand it. So I've talked about the keke drivers, the taxi drivers. What's of the clerks in the office? You get to the some offices in Nigeria, for them to trace a file, you need to tip somebody. You need to bribe somebody for him to do that. I know that we are lowly paid, actually, but that does not stop us from doing what we're supposed to do, the right thing. Somebody will tell you that something is not available. Then by the time you call them and give them some money, some tip, or whatever you call it, or bribe, you see that which they claim that was not available appeared within 10 minutes. This is in Nigeria. I had similar experience this January when I was trying to, I was told that I have to do the national ID card or whatever they call it. There was a lot of drama, which is not what I'm going to talk on now. Nigerians, why can't we do what we're supposed to do without making a call to somebody in a high office for that person to give you instruction for you to do what you're supposed to do? Why do you allow yourself to be treated that way? Why? I'm talking about doing the right thing. The story is endless. I'm talking about mine. Others will talk about theirs. Okay. Arriving at the airport, even those stamping your passport and all that will say, find something for us now. Find what for you? Even when you are leaving the airport, the same story, the same grammar. Find something for us now. Happy Christmas for us. Happy Easter for us. Your boys to drink. Your boys to. This is the Nigerian language. You are at the airport representing Nigeria. That is Nigeria. You are Nigeria. Your name is Nigeria. Everything you do reflects on Nigeria. Why find you something now? Your boys will drink and all that kind of grammar. Do what you're supposed to do. Do the right thing. What is it you're supposed to do? Even if all is not well, you don't need to show it when you're at the counter at the airport. Whether you are custom, whether you're immigration, whether you are, because there are so many uniforms at the airport, foreigners get confused who is who. They don't want to know who is who. All they want is you they are talking to. Your name is Nigeria. I am talking about doing the right thing, emulating good practice. I don't want to get into politics anymore in Nigeria. We want to educate each other on what good practice is. And in the last week or two, we've been talking about good practice being doing the right thing, doing what you're supposed to do it effectively and efficiently. One thing is doing something effectively, one is doing it efficiently. Efficiently is you doing it, saving resources for your organization. Remember, most of us, if you are sitting at the front desk, you are projecting the image of your organization. It doesn't matter who you are or the kind of job you're doing. If you're a soldier, if you're a policeman, if you are immigration, if you are customs, if you are NAA, you are an airline staff, If you are a cleaner, you are there representing your whichever organization that pays you. I don't want to say this one on video, but it does happen. But we should stop embarrassing ourselves. We should stop embarrassing ourselves. We should try to do the right thing. I'm calling on everyone. I'm calling on everyone. Okay, let's now go to those who employ you, the manager. Do you know the reason why your staff try one way or the other to earn extra money? That is because what you are paying him or her is not enough. He is a family man. He has responsibilities. You pay him peanuts. So where do you want him to get the money to take care of his family? School fees. Even if there is no school fees, in schools they pay one thing or the other, sports and other things. A man spends money for the family. Accommodation, he has to pay for accommodation. His children have to live somewhere. So, but how much you pay him? So, you earn 250,000 a month, 500,000 a month, 1 million a month, and the clerks earn how much? 50,000. How much is a room? Okay. How much is one bedroom? They have to pay rent. They have to eat. He has to maintain his family. So this is one of the reasons why people look for extra income, since they cannot go robbing people. So they ask for bribe and all that kind of thing. Every little way of them getting extra money, they do that. I'm quite sure the Nigerian police are not paid very well. I don't see, if they were paid very well, some of them would not behave the way they do. When you get to Nigeria, the story is endless. The Road Safety Commission, I don't know if you pay your staff very well. I don't even know if the Nigerian soldiers are paid very well. Somebody who put his life on the line. Even if he wants to do the right thing, but there is pressure on him because there is some financial pressure on him. He needs to spend, he needs to take his children to hospital, he needs to pay hospital bill, he needs to pay one bill or the other, they need to eat, he needs to clothe them. Management of Nigerian organizations. Do you look into this? Yes, I know that we're talking about bribery and corruption. Yes. If it's not enough for him, what's he going to do? You go to the bank, Nigerian bank don't lend you money, whereby they give you money, they will come and embarrass you. So how is he going to raise money? But every year, Nigerian organizations declare hundreds of millions, if not billions of pounds of profit. And you pay your workers peanut. The same thing goes to your managers. So this story is endless. For us in Nigeria to begin to behave normally, to begin to do the right thing, there are a lot of things that we need to do. Yes, I can blame everyone, those practicing, the staff and all that stuff. What of those who have the opportunity, who have the authority, who has all the resources to change the life of ordinary person? Sales workers, how much are they paid? 10,000, 5,000. You ask them to make some sales and get their commission. But what he plans his life on is the 10,000 or the 5,000 that you pay him. You in Nigeria, is 10,000 naira enough for you to live daily? Your transport, you take a bottle of beer, bottle of pepper soup, and all kind of things that keeps a man going. 10,000 naira. Are you sure? Oh no. Um, Nigerians, we need to wake up. We really, really need to wake up. We really, really need to wake up. Organizations that employ people, you need to wake up. Because it's not right for you to declare hundreds of millions of profit while your workers who made that money are paid peanuts. That is not on. That is wrong. That is not good practice, because you are forcing them to go and do something illegal which they were not prepared to do. They were not prepared to do it, but because they find themselves boxed in a corner, then they have no choice than to misbehave. He has hospital bill to pay, and they cannot treat his child unless he pays the money, at least the deposit. Have you tried treating somebody in Nigeria? See how expensive the medical bills are. Okay. Now we get to the senior managers and all that doing the right thing. You're supposed to review the welfare of your workers biannually or annually. See what is going on in Europe. The welfare of workers are at the forefront of issues now. Well-being. Do you know what well-being is? The well-being of your workers. Something that will enhance their soul, that will give them spiritual relaxation. Relaxation is part of management now. The HR in Nigeria, do you know that? If your staff or your worker is under stress, he cannot be himself. He cannot reason properly. What does welfare mean? Or well-being? Well-being. In Europe, it's almost becoming mandatory. The well-being of your of your workers. Something that will relax their stress, enhance their spiritual well-being. That includes accommodation. That includes the money you pay them. That includes their hospital bill. That includes their health. That includes the food that they eat. Well-being is endless. Nigerian organization, do you know this? You pretend you don't know, but you come to Europe almost every year. I teach management, so I know all this. You know this yourself, but you keep quiet. What is happening to Nigerian workers? It's not good. It's not right. We are talking about doing the right thing. Okay, that is the management. We talked about the workers, we talked about the management. The workers, you have to put all your effort, put in your 100%. You can complain later. Keep your hands clean as long as you're paid. If your pay is not enough, meet your management. Let them see reason why it should be reviewed. I'm talking about doing the right thing. I'm focusing on Nigeria and indeed Africa, emulating emulating good practice. That means doing the right thing, following the rules and regulations, discharging your duties and responsibilities accordingly, effectively, efficiently, and to be rewarded for your effort. Everyone needs to be rewarded. You cannot pay me peanut and you expect me to do heaven and earth. You expect me to put my best in when you pay me peanut 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. When 50,000 cannot take you, even last 2 weeks for you or 1 month for you, or what is 1 month? 50,000. A lot of you spend that in one day. Okay, those in government then, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing the right thing? Look around you. Are you doing the right thing? What of the deal that you negotiated today? Did you not inflate it? Maybe it was about 1 million. You've made it 10 million, right? That money, that extra, the discrepancy there could have been used to take care of other, in fact, use it to increase the wages or salaries of others. You negotiated it, they paid you. And what happens? Maybe they pay you upfront. And then the contractor has nothing left. They did it, substandard work. Who you blaming? Look at our roads. We cannot say that these roads were not paid for. They were paid for. Some of the roads or the death trap we call roads in Nigeria now, if when you look on the invoice, the same amount they could have used, those in Europe could have used to build a proper, solid, lasting road. That is the same amount you use to build that substandard road. Why? That is because there was some exchange of money, inflation. So by the time the contractor receives his money, what is left is not enough. Being what they are, then he now put the rest in his pocket. What do they call it? Lateral or whatever. Put on the road, the bitumen, and that was it. The rain will fall and then it wash it away. Nigeria, which way? We have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. The money we have spent in infrastructure, in Europe, they will use it to build a lot of things. Convert all those money into pounds and see how much it is. Give it to a contractor here. They will build miles or kilometers of roads, solid, that will last for 20 years. I'm talking about doing the right thing, emulating good practice. My name is Oguchi Martins Egbujo. Join me on Facebook, on YouTube, to discuss this issue. I used to talk about political issues, but I've stopped talking about political issues. I'm talking about the one that makes sense, the one topics that affects me and you. I'm not accusing anyone here. I am saying we should look ourselves in the mirror Are you doing the right thing? If not, why are you not doing the right thing? Are you pushed to do the wrong thing? Maybe you are doing it unwillingly because you're trying to make ends meet. Why don't you meet your management and discuss with them? In Nigeria, everyone is looking for one way or the other to cheat. Whatever. That word cheat is not. But what I'm saying is here, I'm not condemning anyone. Everything, there is cause and there is effect. We cannot begin to punish people and blame people. We need to find out the source of it, the cause of all this. The people need, we need to review our attitude. We need to review whatever we do. I don't know how the government should get involved in this, but they have the resources to do that. Maybe say a commission, not to punish people, but to find out why they do what they do. Have organized training. And when you organize training and give these people training, but pay them wage or salary that commensurates with what they do. They have family. They have bills to pay. They have to look after their family. The day begins a spell. I don't want to jump into conclusion of how we can solve them, but can we just find out the reasons behind what we're doing in Nigeria? The government setting up a committee looking into this objectively. I am looking forward to a day that Nigerians will behave normally, doing the right thing cheerfully, without being pushed to do that, willingly. My friend, let's get on with this. I want to hear from you. What do you think? Let us find out the cause. You've heard what I said. There are a lot of things I would have said, but I leave it to you to come up, do your own research. Let's see what you have found, and we continue from there. My name is Oguchi Martins Ekpuja. I am promoting how to emulate good practice in Nigeria and indeed Africa. Let us work together and find a common ground. We know what to do, but from time to time, like every other human being, we need a little bit of push. But all those loopholes that enable people to misbehave, to do what they do, we need to plug it, cover it up. Not to punish people, but to reason with people. Like I said, organizations should not be declaring hundreds of millions of profit, some billions of profit, while they pay their workers peanuts. That's not right. I'm talking about doing the right thing. I don't know what you do for a living. Are you a taxi driver? Are you a cleaner? Are you a clerk? Are you a lecturer? Are you a manager in the office? Are you a business owner? Are you a policeman? Are you a soldier? Are you an immigration officer? Are you a custom officer? All of us on the front line, operational staff, and their managers. We should work hand in hand to see that we do the right thing. We have to promote the enabling forces to do the right thing. We don't need to coerce people. We need to let people do something willingly because they want to do that. Are you aspiring to be a leader, or are you a leader already? How do you lead your people? Command and control. Command and control. Flex your muscle. You are the boss. You are the man with the power. We love doing that in Nigeria, don't we? Yeah, I'm the boss. Yeah, you're a leader. What is leadership? People must willingly want to follow you. They follow you because they want to follow you. We are looking for inspirational leaders, inspirational leaders, altruistic leaders, selfless leaders. Nigeria, look yourself in the mirror. I'm talking to you. You know yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Well, I need to stop here. My name is Oguchi Martins Egbujo. I need to stop here for today. We have to continue next time. Good night. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Good day. Good morning. I see you again. Thank you.